Hey everyone, welcome back to the final week of our Trick or Treat Treasures collaboration. I'm Amy with Paper Moon Journals, and I'm so excited to wrap up this spooky series with you. Over the past few weeks, we've shared some amazing Halloween-themed crafts, and today we're diving into something really sweet. Literally. In this video, we're going to create a delightful candy box using scrapbooking supplies. It's the perfect way to present those Halloween treats you've been collecting. So grab your supplies and let's get crafty together. Don't forget to check out the other amazing creators in our collaboration for more fun projects. Let's get started. Here's what you'll need. Cardstock or patterned paper, scissors, possibly a ruler, a pencil or pen, double-sided tape or glue, decorative embellishments like stickles, glitter, ribbons, washi tape would also work. First, let's measure our cardstock. For a small box, we want to cut to 8.5 by 7 inches. Once you've got that cut, we'll score it to mark the folds. We'll score it at 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches, and 6.5 inches. And then we rotate it with the short side up and score 1 inch on the left and right hand sides. This will create the flaps for the box. Once we have that done, we want to cut off the 1 inch ends off of the 1/2 inch flap. This is what we'll use to close the box, to close it into a box. Let's burnish down our score lines so that we have nice sharp creases for our box. The next step is to get the flaps for our box top and bottom is to cut out the score line. So I just fold it together and cut from the 1 inch score mark to the edge of the paper on all 3 folds so that we end up with our box shape and the flaps. Here's one that I've already done where I use scrapbooking paper, and then we just tuck the box together is one option. The other option is to make a magnet closure. To make this one, I used some scrapbooking paper. It was called Spooky Parchment. I printed out a sheet like this here and then cut it up into the correct size pieces. What we need are pieces that are 1 3/4 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches tall. So I cut the excess off of the top, cutting it down to 4 3/4 inches tall, and then cut it to 1 3/4 inch strips. I just removed the last piece. We'll only need 4 of these pieces. The scrap that I cut off the top, I just fold in half, and then I'll glue that shut. That'll be a nice journaling card. I've already prepared a piece with them glued down and the double-sided tape. We need one on the 1/2 inch flap to glue the box shut, and then on every other flap on the bottom of the box. You want to burnish that down to get good adhesion, and then we're ready to close up the bottom of the box. Once we have that done, we're ready to seal up the bottom. I just peel the backing off the double-sided tape. You could also use glue if you prefer. And then once we get both of the flaps down, we can burnish it from inside the box. And then I just fold the box closed, going in clockwork order. And here it is, the sample box and the one that we made together with the little spooky spells parchment. Another option is that you can use scrapbooking paper. Maybe you don't have a color printer or digitals or any way to do that. So we'll go ahead and make this project again. This time we'll make it using the Graphic 45 Charmed Halloween papers. And we'll decorate the box using that with some stickles glitter, some Dresden trim, and some magnets for a magnet closure. So here is the base already cut out. I've cut out the decorative pieces just like last time to 1 3/4 by 4 3/4 inch pieces. If you're nervous about getting it too close to the edge and you'd like a bigger border, you could also cut it to 1.5 by 4.5 inches. And then I have a cut apart that I cut down to be the right size to be the last 2 panels of the box. And then just glue those down. I've got them all glued down. We add the double-sided tape to the flap that closes up the box, and then to every other flap on the bottom. This piece here I've already prepared with the glitter and the trim, and I used these tiny little square cut aparts on the top and bottom flap so that the box bottom will be covered with that panel. And I've already prepared it with double-sided tape. It's a little bit easier to not get too close to the edge if we fold it over like this. And then burnish that down. Make sure we have that adhered nicely. It's easier to do that from inside the box, like I'm doing here. And there you have it, a beautiful candy box made from scrapbooking supplies. I made it big enough to fit at least 2 full-size candy bars and some smaller candies. Perfect for any occasion, like Halloween that's coming up next week. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun crafting ideas. Happy crafting, and see you next time. Don't forget to check out everybody else's videos in the playlist. I have that down in the description box. Thanks again. Have a great day.